Hello, and welcome to my channel. My name is Jake Wartooth. This video is about buying me gifts, or I suppose gift ideas for other people, if you have those other people in your life. My cat hears me talking and she thinks that means it's time for her to get attention. Yeah, hi Mario. This is Orochimaru. Yeah, you are. I'm sitting on a yoga ball, so it's kind of not the most stable thing for me and her to be enjoying together. So, my birthday is in 1 month and 1 day at the time of recording. So, that's pretty soon. If you're my family member or whatnot, or a close personal friend, you might be like, well, I don't know what to get this guy. And this video is to make that extra special easy on you. Now, I have pets. I have 2 cats and a dog. You can't see them. You can see this one, but that's because she came on in the video of her own volition. If you would like to give me some dog treats for my birthday, that's a sort of present that I can share with my dog. It brings me happiness, so it's sort of around I'm gonna cut to a section of the video where I go through my Steam wish list and talk about the games, and then we'll be back.
Brazilian Drug Dealer 3, I opened a portal to hell. Frog Detective 2, The Case of the Invisible Wizard. Lumo, Monument Valley. Fez, Papers, Please. The Darkwood Art Book. Portal 2. Will You Snail. Berggeist. I'm not sure. Stronghold 2, Steam Edition. One of my favorite childhood games, Stronghold Crusader. Blossom Tales, The Sleeping King. The Friends of Ringo Ishikawa. Brutal Legend. Balatro. Penny's Big Breakaway, Spy Drops, Yellow Taxi Goes Vroom, Sunless Sea, Mullet Mad Jack, Iconoclasts, Little Gator Game, I Am Your Beast, Arco, Shadow of the Ninja, Reborn, Dread Delusion, Arzette, The Jewel of Faramore, Grey Hack, Midi Noose, Dead Cells, UFO 50, Deltarune, Warhammer 40,000, Mechanicus, Another Crab's Treasure, 9 Souls, Factorio, Kinutsugami, Path of the Goddess, Ace Attorney Investigations Collection, Robocop, Rogue City, Like a Dragon, Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii, Marvel's Spider-Man 2, Persona 3 Reload. So these games range from under $3 to $70. Any one of these games I would be happy to have. If you have a Steam account, you can make one pretty easy. It's like any other thing you can make an account for. You can add me as a friend, Jake Wartooth, and you can gift me one of these games.
All right, so that was my Steam wish list. So I have an Amazon wish list. These are easy things you can just go on and have your pick of what you think I would enjoy most. You know, it takes the onus off of me telling you exactly what I want, and you get to decide from a select number of things what you could get for me. So I'm not going to post my wish list here for the public, but if you're watching this video and you're like, hey, I would like to see those wish lists as a family member or close friend, let me know. You have my information and I will respond. I'm a fan of Sonic the Hedgehog, but I'm not a fan of toys and trinkets and accessories. Very occasionally I like a figurine, but it has to be a pretty good quality figurine, and those are pretty expensive. So if you're not sure if I'd like it, assume I wouldn't like it. I don't like having extra stuff. I like having little amounts of things. If it were up to me, I would have even less things than I currently have now. Isn't that right, Mari? Full Nelson. She's a good kitty. All of your fur is in my mouth. There's so much fur in my mouth. And my hand's covered in fur, so if I want to pull fur out of my mouth, I have to put my furry hand in my mouth. This is hell. I don't want mugs. I don't want t-shirts. I don't want robes or blankets or socks. I don't need any more clothes. I have a ridiculous amount of t-shirts. I have more robes than I will ever need for the rest of my lifetime. I don't know my pant size, and neither do you. If you would like to buy me a book about sewing or making clothes, that would be cool. I don't have one in mind, but maybe you could look into that. I would like to learn how to make my own clothes so I can make my own pants that won't fall apart in, 2 days or whatever. RAM, I could use RAM for my computer. It's a very specific kind of RAM. It's in my wish list on Amazon. If you get that RAM, it will make my life a lot easier as far as editing things goes. I want a Nintendo Switch 2, but I don't want to spend money on it. If you send me money, I will put it towards buying a Nintendo Switch 2, and then I'll feel less bad about spending money on a company whose practices I don't necessarily agree with, but the quality of their products is so high that I'm like basically riding the line between whether I find it acceptable or not to give them any of my money at all. I forgot what the beginning of this sentence was. Yeah, so, if you send me money, it's going to go towards a Nintendo Switch 2. And then there's hats. There's hats from Stetson. They have black wide brim hats. If you'd like to get me a Stetson hat, if you think that'd be cool, I'm probably not gonna get to buying one of those for myself anytime soon. I'll cut to a section of the video talking about the hats, and then we'll return.
We're going to talk about hats now. So here's the first one. This one's sort of my least favorite because of these sorts of things. They got this nice lady here. Hi, lady. It's a pretty good hat. $195. It's not even my favorite. It's probably my least favorite of the three we're going to be looking at today. And the most expensive. These two, I'm not really sure which one I like more. This one I like the shade of black a little better. This Black Hawk, there's a bit more blue to its black. I'm not really a fan of these bands for the most part. This one's got a lady on it, which is fine. If it's marketed as a lady hat, I don't mind wearing a lady hat at all. I don't care. They're very slightly different. They don't have like the dips here in the crown of the hat. I like this shape better. And these are both $125 a piece. So yeah, those are the hats. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk.
Welcome back. Thank you for watching the section of the video about the hats. I appreciate that. A Pokemon card would be cool. If you want to give me a Pokemon card, that would be cool. I like Squirtle. I like Bulbasaur. I like Charmander. Art's also good. If you go to my Instagram account, I don't know if my follower, like who I follow, is visible for people to see, the people that I follow, but mostly I follow people creating art on Instagram. If you want to commission one of these people or buy one of their prints or buy one of their pieces of merch, again, preferably not a shirt, maybe a button or a sticker or a pin, something accessory wise, not an article of clothing. I don't need more articles of clothing. That would be acceptable. We'll make a video about the artists I follow. That would be fun. I like Blu-rays now. I'm not much of a DVD head. Blu-rays or 4K discs. They make 4K discs. They're a little more expensive than Blu-rays, but if there's a movie I like and you want to get me the Blu-ray or the 4K of it, that would also be pretty cool because I don't typically go out and buy myself movies. I tend to watch them through online services. Owning them would be nice for if those services, disappear, go defunct, remove the content, all of the above. Having a physical version of a thing I like would be cool. There's movies and TV shows and stuff I like. I've never watched The Sopranos. If you want to get me like a Blu-ray collection of The Sopranos, that would be neat so I could watch it. I'd be interested in that. Art books would be acceptable, like Akira Toriyama art book or something of the like. Art books from different video games I like or I'm interested in. That stuff's cool. You can send me an Amazon gift card and then that will be more likely for me to use it on something I want rather than me just paying for groceries with it at Walmart for the convenience. Yeah, I mean, that's about it. Those are the sort of things I'm interested in.